still give me your phone and everything. And I'm like, alright, mom. Well, like, there's something I need to tell you. And she said, what? I was all like, I think I'm bi. And she was all like, oh, hell no.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to our YouTube channel.
Today, as you can tell by the title, we are going to tell y'all how we came out to our family. So, you want to go first? Or?
Well, first off, just get it on the topic itself. Coming out is, you're not doing it for nobody else, not your family. You're doing it for yourself, for your own comfort. Because being trapped in that type of zone, it like puts your head in the weird space, put your heart in a weird space, and it can be difficult for people to come out. So I'm hoping that us telling y'all our stories about how we came out and how we start living our truth can help you guys live your truth. Help you guys live your truth. Because this is no joke. People every day struggle with this. People every day kill themselves. People every day go through depression, and it's a hard thing, especially in our community. So, with that being said, you got anything else to add to that?
No.
Okay. But, okay, my story's a little crazy because how I came out was, we was at a family function and me and my mom, we just kept bumping heads throughout the night. So when everybody left, like around 12, this is when me and her got into like a big argument, like the hugest argument like we ever got into. That's still one of the biggest arguments we ever got into. And so we just kept battling with words, and I was telling her, you know, leave me alone, quit messing with me, I don't want to talk to her right now. And she was like, you very disrespectful, you ungrateful, and all this, you know, just saying words to hurt me or whatever. And I wasn't really, in that point in time, before I came out, I wasn't in depression, but I was in a stage of nothing nobody can say to me can hurt me because I'm not worried about nobody, I'm just not. So when she was just saying words like that, it wasn't really hurting me, it was just fueling me up. It was putting gas in my car that was already empty. So when she kept just doing that and just kept doing it and filling me up, the gas just started overflowing. So when she said one line to me, she was like, you always she said, you always talking back to me is because you fighting your demons. And right then and there, I turned around, I blacked out, I ain't gonna lie, I blacked out. I said, fighting my demons for what? Fighting my demons because I'm gay? And then she said something that made me laugh.
What she said?
She said, oh, I didn't know you was gay, I thought you was bi. In the heat of the argument. So, it's not funny, but I'm just saying it was funny at that point in time. But it was just like, after I came out to her, she was drunk, I was drunk. So I thought that was just, you know, she wasn't gonna think about it in the morning. But I really thought about it. And you know what's the crazy part about it? This happened on Christmas Eve. That was her Christmas present. So it happened on Christmas Eve. Not gonna tell you the date, but just know it happened throughout the year or whatever. And so after that, she went in her room. She was up in there, probably crying, probably praying, like she always do, and telling me that, and telling me that, you know, it's probably just a phase, but me knowing that it's not a phase, I've been like this since I was 11. And yeah, after I told her, and she went in her room, the next morning I woke up, it was around 8:50 last night. I sent a big paragraph. You know, one of the paragraphs you send to your significant others when you really miss them and want them to wake up? One of those paragraphs. I sent that all to my family, to my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, my brother, my sister, because my sister, she was already gay. She was already out or whatever. So I sent it to all my family, and like, I even posted it all on my social medias and everything, stuff like that, because I just.
Oh, you was just ready to come out.
I was just tired of not being able to be myself. I felt like anybody I had to go around, I had to shadow of who I was. I'm not saying that, you know, I'm all out in front of my family, throwing it and gyrating it and everything. No, I'm just more relaxed. I'm cool. I'm calm. I'm bold. I'm real bold. Like, if they ask questions, yeah, I'll tell them. I'm that type of bold. But it was just getting to a point to where I started losing myself to try to please everybody else. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do this. I gotta get me back together. I gotta get my heart back together, and I gotta do what's right within my, you know, my head. So I started hearing all these narratives. Oh, it's gonna be harder for you because you're a gay black male and they don't accept it. We are in a new millennium. We are in a different time zone. I understand what period of time y'all came from, but this day and age is different. And what I mean by that, I tell my family this all the time. I'm not the type of person, or I wasn't the type of person, to ever just, you know, be one of my homeboys and then be like, hey bro, you know,
right.
I wouldn't try to hit on them or nothing. My homeboys, they respect me and I respect them. You can even ask them. Literally all my homeboys we hang around are straight. And they don't feel no type of way, they don't feel uncomfortable or whatever, because if they did, they would tell me, but they don't. And so with that being said, yeah, I just got tired of that, you know, being pushed like that. So I let everybody know. I ain't let my grandpa know. My grandpa, he found out anyway. And that's what I meant to say. Don't be scared, because I was scared of the fact of when I tell everybody I was gonna lose my friends, my family, and all of that. But it flipped all around on me. Like, more people wanted to be my friends. More of my family wanted to talk to me about their problems or whatever.
There's one thing that bothers me though. Don't try to be my friend because of a situation.
Yeah.
Like, you know how people can get in a fight and then they try to be your friend? Oh, I saw what you did. No.
But it was different. Dudes, see, this what y'all,
This is a coming out video, not a,
but
you're getting off topic.
Okay. But back to what I was saying. The coming out stage, it's crazy, because I didn't tell my grandpa, but like I said, he ended up finding out. My granny already told her, but she said she wasn't gonna tell my dad or my grandpa until I was ready for that. And it even took me, excuse me, it even took me about 2 years to tell my dad. But like I'm saying, when I came out, I thought it was gonna go one way, when it went a totally, completely different way. Like, I got more love, more support, and my family supported me more now than when I was distancing myself and not telling them, you know, nothing about me. So now I'm just open with them, and it's just like 100%. Like, if I call them right now, they come.
Yes, sir. That's it.
My dad, he was the same way, but it was just like, he was how my mama was or whatever. So, but he cool with it. My daddy love. Anyways, go back.
Okay, so mine, I was in, well, one, I'm not gay, I'm not, but don't do that thing.
Excuse me. When he with me, he gay. He with me, he gay.
Okay, anyway. So I was in, hold on, let me talk. I let you talk the whole entire time. I let you talk your whole entire time. Let me talk. So I was in 7th grade, and my phone had been dying really fast. Like, it'd be on 100 and then it'd be on 20 in 5 minutes. So me and my mom and my sister, we were leaving Walmart, and I told my mom, like, my phone is dying so fast, I need a new phone. She says, it's because you're always on that phone. I'm gonna go into your settings and try to fix it. And so then I was like, okay. Like, she would say when we get home, she was gonna do all of that. So then when we get home, she said, all right, let me see your phone. And I said, no, it's okay. Like, I'm just gonna go charge my phone. She said, no, give me your phone. And I'm like, why? And she was all like, so I can fix it. And I was like, no. So then she started to say, like, are you hiding something? Like, what are you hiding? And then, so I started deleting a lot of things on my phone. And she gonna say, still give me your phone and everything. And I'm like, all right, Mom, well, like, there's something I need to tell you. And she said, what? I was all like, I think I'm bi. And she was all like, Oh hell no! Like all this stuff, she took my phone. Like she didn't grab me from my phone, but she took my phone out of my hand, and she started going through it, and she started seeing different messages with different people, and so every time she would make like a different face, and then she'd start yelling, I would take my phone out her hand. Like them little pop sockets. I had one on the back of my phone, and I took my phone, like grabbed my phone out of her hand, and I broke my pop socket, and then she had to go to the bathroom. So, and my phone was already about to die because my phone died fast. So I put it on the charge while she went to the restroom, and I deleted the whole entire phone. I deleted everything, like restarted the whole phone. And so when she came back, she was mad about that. And then she was walking to the bedroom through a hallway that we had, and she said that she's gonna go tell my dad and everything, knowing how we feel like my dad's gonna react. So I told her, I was all like, no, don't do that, I'm crying and everything. And then I was supposed to go to the park with my friend Christina. She said I wasn't allowed to leave my house, I wasn't allowed to do nothing, but she still gave me my phone back. And then, so after that day, I was never on my phone around my mom, but she still checked my phone. If she told me to clean the coffee table and I didn't clean the coffee table, you must be talking to somebody on that phone, go give me your phone. Because I wouldn't have my phone with me around my mom. When we go to the store, I would leave my phone at the house. Never bring the phone with me. And then there was one time where we went to the orthodontist and she said, give me your phone, like literally right after school. So I bring my phone to school, right? And then she went through it at the orthodontist. She would go through it anywhere for like a few months straight. And then I guess she just got to a point where like, she just stopped it. And then about a year and 3 months ago, last January of 2020, no, it was December of 2019, there was some family issues going on, and I had like broken down in the shower. I was crying, and I come out like of the shower, and my sister comes in my room, and she's all like, what's wrong with you, what's wrong with you? And I was all like, I had to go tell mom like that I'm bi, because she didn't want to believe it. And every time she'd ask, she'd be like, she would throw like little slugs. I know as a mother they don't see it like that. Like she'd be like, so is there any girls you're talking to? Like just stuff like that. Like I've tried to tell you that I'm bi, you don't ask like who I'm talking to. When you ask about a certain gender, then it's like, I go both ways, so why you just asking about a girl? Even though I know that she really prefer me with a female. But anyways, so in December of 2019, I came out the shower, my sister came in there with me, like in my room, and then we went downstairs and I told my mom. She handled it way differently than the first time. She was all like, okay, I still love you. Because I was telling her, I was like, I don't think you're gonna like love me no more. None of that. And then she said that she still loved me, and we were good. And then I just came out to my dad like 3 weeks ago. About 3 weeks ago, because I had been having very high blood pressure, and my mom was thinking it was genetics, and I kept telling her, I was all like, no, I just stressed myself out. Like I literally stressed myself out. So then it eventually got to a point where I needed to go to the doctor. So, cause it was like, I don't know if y'all know what regular blood pressure is, which is around like 120 over 70. Mine was 173 over 113, which is stroke and heart attack level. So I went to the doctors, and my blood pressure was down because it was still high. It was like 143 over 72, which that bottom number was good, but that top number wasn't. And then it went down to like 123 over 72. So my blood pressure had just gotten, better because I was just like taking my breaths. And then we get into the car, and my mom, it was just me and my mom, and she say, do you think I stress you out? I say, yes. And she was all like, why? I was all like, because you don't let me tell my dad about my sexuality. Which one, I don't know why I really said that, because it wasn't just her trying to not tell my dad, but I was at the same time. I think I just said it out of anger. And she was all like, I have never told you that. Which she had told me that, but I was just trying to hide the fact that I was scared too. So then we started arguing in the car like bad, and she started saying, how about you just tell your dad today? I don't talk about like my mom as if she's so mean. She's not mean. She just, these situations, she just didn't know how to handle.
Parents don't know how to handle them.
Yeah, they don't know how to handle them. So anyways, we're in the car arguing, and then she's like, how about you just tell your father today? And I was all like, okay, that's fine, I'll do it today, like to make her mad. And she was all like, okay, whatever. So then we eventually get home, because I stayed like 10 minutes from the doctor's. So we get home, I go upstairs, she texts me talking about come downstairs. So I go downstairs and she said, she apologized for the car and I apologized for yelling. But I told her, like, we had argued about other stuff in the car too, but anyways. So she said that she's gonna call my dad and warn him that when he gets home I have to talk to him about something serious. And this was like about 3 weeks ago, almost a month ago. And so she did that. But not only did she say that, she told him what I was gonna tell him, which I did tell her that was okay at the time, because if you know my dad, you have no idea what his reaction is gonna be. You don't know nothing. It literally depends on how he's feeling, what mood he's in, and just him. You will not know. So then, I guess he got upset on the phone, which I understand. And then I told my mom how like I feel like my dad was gonna kick me out and everything, take everything from me, because those are the thoughts that you have in your head when you don't know what's gonna happen. And then my dad, he get home, but I was outside in the backyard for like over an hour just watching 1,000 Pound Sisters. I was, and then. So I didn't even know my dad was home. And so I go inside and when my mom came outside, she came out there and was all like, well, your dad's here and we just talked. And she was like all crying and everything. And I was all like, okay, what did he say? Nothing, he just don't want to talk to you right now. I'm like, okay, cool. So then I go upstairs and I told my mom, I was all like I texted her, I was all like, do you think I'm gonna like ruin the family? And she said no, like don't think like that. And I was all like, okay, well, I'll pack my stuff up and go for the night, because, like, go stay at my friend's house, because I don't want to be in the house if there's, like, a lot of animosity. And then I hear them arguing downstairs. Now my dad was mad at the fact that my mom told him, and I can understand why he was mad about that, because it would have probably been better if I had told him. But at the same time, my mom had asked me if she wanted to do it for me, and then I could talk to him when he gets home. And I did tell her, like, it's up to her, like, you can do what you want to do. So then he went back out in the garage, and my mom texted me talking about, I think maybe you should go talk to him. And I was all like, okay. So then I went out into the garage and I talked with him, and I had never seen my dad cry, ever. And he's all like, I want you to know, like, I love you and all this stuff. And then he was wondering why my mom told him. And I said, because I don't know how your reaction was gonna be. So I told her it was okay if she told you instead of me. And like, I think he understood because he knows how he is. So that's how I came out to my dad. That's how I came out to my parents. But my grandparents don't know, my uncles don't know. Not all my cousins know. So I mean, I guess maybe they find it out through this video or my TikTok or YouTube. But
tell him how his attitude changed towards you.
Oh yeah, he be talking to me more now. My dad, like he even asked me how you doing. If you know my dad, he will not ever start a conversation. He won't. He might be like, what's up? Like he won't be that rude. Maybe he would. It depends on what mood he's in. And then he'll never tell you like I love you first or I miss you, because he's not that type of person, which I understand. But yeah, so that's my story. There's a lot of other stuff that's happened in between that, but it's just I don't want to go into too depth of detail. So
with that being said, don't be scared to be who you are. Don't be scared to tell your parents, because the reaction you might think is not the reaction that they may give you. Your parents love you no matter what, unconditionally.
And if they react badly, just like how my mom did at first, my mom reacted worse than I thought my dad would at first. So you just gotta give them time to get them to understand, because they were born in a different generation, so they're not used to stuff like this.
People from their generation had to hide this.
Yeah, and it
this
wasn't
time
normal.
period.
Yeah. So you gotta understand it too. You can't expect them to be understanding right away.
I know this may sound harsh, but don't be selfish.
Right, yeah. Give them time.
Yeah.
It's hard for them. As bad as you want.
With that being said, you don't have to hide who you are.
Right.
You just gotta let them know. And if they your family, they accept it or they don't. Use this as your motivation to move past that, move on, start your life. Don't let nobody, I mean nobody, your mom, your sister, your brother, your dad, cousin, grandparents, whoever, stop you from being you, loving whoever you want to love.
Yeah.
This is a different time period. We are a different day and age, and haters gonna hate. But
parents have a
haters,
different love for you. So.
you got supporters and you got your haters. There's gonna be more haters than supporters always. But I bet you your supporters are always gonna stalk your move. If people don't like you, they really wouldn't want to be around you. They really wouldn't want to be in your presence. They wouldn't bring up your name. So if somebody bringing up your name, just let them talk, because it's benefiting you.
And so this is pretty much like our coming out video. Like, keep saying like, but this is our coming out video, our situation.
Please like,
Our
comment, and share this video. There's somebody out there that needs to hear this.
Yes.
There's somebody next to you that needs to hear this.
There's somebody
In the room that needs to hear this.
Maybe you need to hear this. So yeah, take
Spread
this
the
video,
message.
spread it, take it in consideration. Do not be scared. If y'all come out, comment y'all's coming out video or send us videos through our social medias, our Instagram. You're about to see it right now. And then, yeah, so this is gonna be.
And another thing, if you're scared to tell your parents
Baby,
about you
no.
coming out and you terrified of what they're gonna do, call somebody, get some help, call a friend, talk to a friend. Do what you gotta do to be happy. Don't let your parents or anybody control how you feel on the inside.
Alright, this is the end of our video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe.
Hit that post notification bell because you're gonna miss it next time.